Marion Kent, how much does she rule? So much. She's awesome. Next up is my old friend and colleague from graduate school at UMass. I always went to the MFA parties because the PhD parties sucked. Kristen Bach.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Thanks for inviting me. Thanks everybody for coming out. We did have some great parties in graduate school. So I'm starting to read from my book, and I'll read just a few poems here, and then I'm going to read some new stuff. On reflection. Far from the din of the articulated world, I wanted to be content in an empty room. A barn on the hillside like a bone, a limbo of afternoons strung together like cardboard boxes. To be free of your image, crown of bees, pail of black water staggering through the pitiful corn. I can't always see through it. The mind is a pond layered in lilies. The mind is a pond layered in lilies. I can't always see through it, staggering through the pitiful corn. Crown of bees, pail of black water, to be of your image. A limbo of afternoons strung together like cardboard boxes. A barn on the hillside like a bone. I wanted to be content in an empty room, far from the din of the articulated world. Thank you. While you were away. While you were away, I wrestled a mannequin out of your trunk. She was a mess of hair and lipstick smears. I think you tried to pierce her nipples with hat pins. Her eyes, forest green marbles glued deep in her sockets. They were fixed to the sky, as if she were praying, or having a fit, or both. No matter how I tried, I couldn't budge her rigid lids. I tried kissing her full on the mouth. I slept at her feet as if on the stairs of a silent white church. I propped her up and showed an excruciating film strip of a waterfall across my bare chest, but nothing made her see me. I hope you won't miss her much. She leapt headfirst into a river of rented trees. And the last one I'll read from the book, Cloisters, is called Restoring the 14 Stations of the Cross, and this literally came out of the experience of refurbishing 14 very large Stations of the Cross in bas-relief. Restoring the 14 Stations of the Cross. I looked down on a mountain, on a cry rising up from the cracked earth. I looked down on the swine and the cattle, and they moaned a little. And I looked down on the tiny beings with their tiny tools, and a few looked back and shuddered. I looked on their blades slung low on their hips, their ropes and whips, their hem-stained gowns, their field of filthy crosses. And it was good. I looked down then on a shepherd lost. I moved over his path in the dust, and it vanished under my great fist. This too was good. He stumbled. He bled over stones. Everything was as it should be. I painted him pale and thin as parchment. I drained blood from his crown, thick and dark like ox blood. In the end, his nimbus crumbled in my fingers, and when he looked up into the firmament, I withdrew from him, from all of them. Thank you. And I have a few more poems, more recent ones I'll try out on you guys. This one's called Icescape. I'm in a line of people snaking far into the distance. When I look around, I notice everyone's eyes are like enormous black pearls. Why doesn't anyone have any color in their eyes? I ask the woman standing next to me. Because our pupils are all the way open, she says. Suddenly, we are sitting in red chairs. We are like a long bloody vein stretched over ice. Why are we sitting, I ask the woman. From time to time, we are allowed to sit, she says. Finally, I hear my name boom so loudly it echoes off the ice for some time. I jump up, but so does everyone else. I raise my hand, wave it around wildly, and yell, it's me, I'm Kristen Bach. But everyone does the same. After a few minutes of silence and looking around at each other in a brand new confusion and adversarial system, we all sit back down. The sun never rose or fell again. Each day was the same shade of yellow. This is called The Gift. In the beginning, there were flame trees. People took particles from the flame trees and swallowed them like pills. They spun a fine golden thread from their mouths. Soon, all of the pants in the city sparkled with golden thread. All of the hats in the city were golden thimbles and flashy golden saucers. When all the dresses in the city became golden tornadoes, the people went blind. They slid on their bellies in search of the flame trees, but the flame trees bent down and burned all the people. That night, the people curled in a cavernous sleep of earthly things. In the morning, trees in the shape of beautiful, dark vaginas had grown. Yeah, I got it in a poem. All right. Dear life form. The golden contraption inserted into your ear simulates the after-death experience so vividly you will believe you are traveling down a throat of stars. In severe cases, it will dissolve your organs in less than 6 minutes. Watch for warning signs: a constant ache around the eyes, fits of sleeping and waking, the urge to clown around. If you think you are a civil service worker, you may already be. We predict a band of searing winds will toast you in your sleep. Do not be alarmed. We've avoided sickness by wearing festive kitchenware, turkey basters, corn cob holders shaped like little corns. We've painted great red arrows on our chests that point straight down. We've run amok among the astroturf. We've even smoked our hamsters, Vaughn and Phil. However, our third and brightest hamster, Mustafa, has grown a curious 8 feet in a matter of hours. He's in the parlor with me now, dictating this memo and stroking a dawn horse, braying in the palm of his hand. Thanks. This is called I Buy a Sixer and Walk Around Back. When I turn the corner, a giant pair of scissors is towering over me. It leans forward and leers at me as if I'm some kind of rodent. I'm just looking for a place to sit down and drink a beer, I say. I'm road-weary and the heat is brutal. The scissors glare at me. I slip on my sunglasses. After a long pause, the scissors spin around on one leg, glide toward a pile of boxes. The clicking sound on the pavement shoots a welcome chill up my spine. Its back is straight and strong, unlike mine, which is full of eggshells. I watch it cut down a mountain of boxes in seconds. Wow, that was fast, I say, deft. It pretends to ignore me, but I can tell it was glad for the praise. All afternoon, I have an uncontrollable urge to follow it, to reach out and touch it. I feel like a child's hair caught in the ropes of a swing, waiting for the wind and birds to have their way with me. Soon, the sun shimmies like a tambourine over a tall brown city of recycling. A ruddy glow comes over the scissors. Before I know it, I find myself caressing its long, svelte leg, working my way toward its inner thigh. So silly. All right, 2 more, that's it. This is called In the Situation Room. And it's called In the Situation Room. Eat organic? Yes, of course. Good, because everything around here is slick with poison, you know. I know. How about your cleaning products? What about them? Are they friendly? Yup. No bleach in the house? Nope. Because you know if you mix chlorine with dish soap, you get mustard gas, right? Right. World War I. Yes, I know. What about your water purification system? Does it filter out the ambiguities? What exactly do you mean? I mean, does your water purification system filter out particular particulates? Yes, I guess so. Good, because that stuff will turn your insides into wedding cake. Oh. What about your sunscreen? What about it? Does it use nanite technology? I'll have to check. Nanite technology will eat your face in a matter of weeks. Really? Yeah, one day you'll wake up, go brush your teeth in the mirror, and realize you wiped your face clean off. Your face will look straight up at you from the bottom of the sink, and the cold water will still be running. Really? Really. Now push the button. Oh, thank you guys for listening. One more. It's called All I Want for Now. Excuse me, sir, the zipper doesn't work. It doesn't fit me well. It fits me very well, I'll take it. Will you wrap it? I'd like to see that pair of boots in the window. They're too wide, they pinch me. They fit me, I'll take them. I also need a pair of slippers, gold, solid, one pair of gloves, burnt, kid, two dresses, one made entirely of nail polish, one of bullets. I need them for a lecture, the Lowlands, lockup. I need them by the end of next week, the day after tomorrow, tonight. There's a button missing. Can you sew it on? Don't go. When will you bring it back? Do you like my hat? I think it's sad, cloying, moon-like. Glad to meet you. I met my destiny once. It came in the form of a glass bikini. Do you have any of those? Would you like a drink, a Q-tip, this fake nose? Mind if I smoke? Your hands feel yellow. It's funny, solitary. Are you busy this weekend? Tomorrow? Tonight? Here's my elbow. Would you like to go to the masquerade? Ice cream social? Laboratory together? I'll wait for you in the front of your hotel, under the linden tree, the one with the heart-shaped leaves and almond-scented flowers. Believe me, the pleasure was all mine. Thank you, guys.